Hey guys, I'm informed of, you know, introductions, but there's nothing to let's get right into it. Here in part six of Aquaphobia. Part six, happy accidents. Saturday was a blast. Adrienne spent his day visiting with Ally, Danielle, and Logan. Playing various games such as Happy, Pen and Foot, Remy, at some point, a very clean version of Spirit Bunker, definitely in our teenage love and fighting it, and to top it all off, an intense game of approach. Adrian had even taught her friends a card game she played a lot with her team of break. They had some drinks, cookies, and played cards. It was perfect. Of course, Sunday morning was the first to reckon with as Juicy forced everyone to clean up her kitchen, which was disgustingly covered in egg yolk from the number of things Danielle had dropped trying to hatch a baby chick, and cookie dough and flour from when Logan wanted to speed up the baking process, so put the electric mixer on full blast. Weirdly enough, there were no cookies in sight, yet Adrian distinctly remembered needing cookies. Now, it was Monday. Adrian was also productive, in good shape, now in her appointment with Natalia. So say that Natalia was thrilled to see Adrian was an overstatement. In fact, when the couple walked in the door, Natalia's rehabilitation office for physical therapy, Natalia's greeting was almost the greatness introductory. Dare you get hurt, and you want me to fix it up? Oh, I see how this will go. Natalia angrily muttered as she assessed Adrian, stared at her with an amused smile as the brunette continued to mutter angry and deep insults to the comrade in a way Mr. felt it. Adrian was broken out of her moment after a sickening pop was heard, making her his pain like the urge to retract her ankle from Natalia's grip. Oops, sorry, brunette sighed apologetically. Your ankle's busted pretty bad, and I haven't even looked at your knee yet. June bit her lip nervously. Her knee was also injured. Everything would be a whole lot more difficult. Talia had said so herself, and the culprit trusted her word on the matter. What did you do to my ankle? Adrienne asked, trying to keep her eyes focused on the ceiling instead of Natalia's bright blue eyes. Just moved it. Nothing that would make it worse, but I needed to see how much tension was put on your ankle. It's not good. But I wouldn't have a job if I couldn't fix things like this, so faith in me, Captain. Adrian smiled at him, but with a nickname Natalia would call her. Along with Arthur, Adrian was also very good friends with Natalia and Nicholas, two of their classmates in their grade, and almost one team. They were all very close until Adrian and Arthur's breakup. Okay, time to look at your knee. Natalia sounded somewhat hesitant, which made Adrian nervous. She nodded slowly, letting Natalia slowly roll up the girl's pant leg until it revealed her knee, which was a dark shade of purple and red. Brown bruises surrounding the kneecap and marking it and making Adrian shake. How did she not notice how bad her knee was? Oh, tell. Natalia whispered under her breath. She lightly pressed around the bruises, as if to see if there was any pain inflicted from the inflammation around the knee. Every time Natalia got close to the knee or followed Adrian's ACL, the cover bit the inside of her cheek, squinting her eyes closed as pain radiated through her leg, making it numb. Okay, Natalia exclaimed, distressed, pushing back on her rollaway stool. Adrian, it is extremely important that you follow my instructions exactly. Due to your injury years ago, it made easy to be injured again. Certain people took the brunt of the injury, suffered the worst parts of it. But that made inflammation rise in your knee. You are at its very delicate state right now. One wrong move, and your ACL will be damaged yet again. No training, extensive walking, or moving is to be done for a month. I want you to meet with me 2 times every week, ice and hot baths. You know the drill. We will reassess the situation in a month. Adrienne visibly looked unnerved. A month without swim or exercise, one torture to the corporate. Was her life, and not doing anything to be part of her life made her feel queasy. It was a big punishment, but a cost that he had to pay for. Now, let's take a look at how your shoulder is healing. Look up your shirt, please. Natalia instructed, and Adrienne did, and she was told, immediately getting up from her former teammate. What? She asked, becoming both self-aware of her body and concerned for her shoulder. Is that bad? Natalia just shook her head. No, you just have so many bruises and cuts from the wall along your arms. It only shows how hard you've been overworking. Adrienne gulped thickly. She could read between the lines. She was aware that after she and Arthur broke up, she dove right into extra practice and was negligent to her own surroundings, her health. More importantly, she knew that Natalia knew that. After all, the brunette wasn't stupid. It was Natalia and Nicholas who recognized the pattern back in high school when Adrienne was trying to hide her feelings for Arthur, seeing her push herself through work and exercise. When a meet didn't go well, she'd spend hours at the pool, repeating dive after dive after dive. She was a classic overworker. It didn't take a genius to figure that out. Her shoulder should recover in 2 weeks fully. Just remember to ice it and do hot compresses. Take the sleep off every once in a while. Swelling has gone down. We'll work more on it later this week, okay? And Tommy asked, and Adrienne nodded. Being a silver lining through it all. Yeah, okay. Adrienne nodded, slipping her shirt back on and sitting back, waiting for Natalia to come up with a covering plate. Come back on Friday. We'll start with your physical therapy slowly. Until then, no excessive movements, okay? Natalia scribbled some things on a pad of paper, ripping off the sheet and handing it to Adrienne. It appeared to be a reminder. Take care, please. Adrienne nodded, a smile on her face. Of course not. See you later. And with that, she left to go meet up with Sebastian and she didn't. Arthur laughed, sipping like a drink he had with her, laughing and listening to Nicholas talk wildly about all the gossip going around his workplace. Oh, yes, she did. Nicholas reiterated. Turns out she and the boss had a thing, and when the wife found out, she was able to turn around and sue the boss for everything he owned. Now she is my boss. Nicholas looked up proudly as Natalia Scott. Nico, you told it to me 3 times today. So what? The secretary Mr. Turner hired a young boosty-ass French woman. It was bound to happen, and you can't tell me then you shocked. Natalia scowled, wrinkling up her nose as she spoke. Fine, my darling. Nicholas grinned. How's work for you today? Arthur saw that Natalia's expression dropped, and she appeared to look nervous. He couldn't really tell. Well, I had a new patient today. Natalia straightened her posture, downing her drink in one gulp before turning to look at her boyfriend and best friend. Who? Nicholas asked. Arthur would have joined in on teasing Natalia, but something made him feel uneasy about the whole thing. With a deadpan expression, Natalia answered clearly. Agent Delavity. At that mention, all Arthur could hear was glass shattering. Right. He knew that Adrienne would go and seek out Natalia's services. He just didn't expect to hear her name again. Huh? Nicholas exclaimed. They clearly didn't know that his old captain was back in town. Since when? It's Friday, I think. She's injured. Bad. Natalia stated. leaving an uncomfortable atmosphere between the group of friends. Oh, bad. Nicholas finally asked. The partner fixated on their conversation, staring at his empty glass on the counter. Talia sighed, taking out her haircloth and letting her short baby hair fall into her shoulders. Her shoulders seemed nice. It never complicated, but she forced the paramedic to give shaving in the yard. She grew attendance, but just feeling nicely. 2 weeks should be enough time to get her shoulder into shape. Nicholas nodded, sipping his drink and letting silence eat away at Arthur's consciousness. And Arthur finally asked, I was curious because he knew better. It wasn't Adrienne's shoulders that had caught his interest over Barney, but her ankle. One thing that Natalia hadn't mentioned. What about the rest of her injury? So you've seen her, Natalia stated, and Nicholas looked up expectantly, ready to comfort the blonde at any given moment. Arthur groaned. Yes, I've seen her. Now what's wrong with her ankle? Ray had a guess. Just wanted to know if he was right. At least, that's what he told himself internally. Ankle is busted, hairline fracture, but mostly just sprains. She has so much inflammation from chest injury piling. It just finally snapped, which caused pressure on her ACL. Tully explained. Nicholas looking as if he was going to cry upon hearing the name, which was fair. Nicholas and Adrienne were rather close during high school. He understood her and knew how hard this injury must be for her. Until he groaned. That was the torture on her. How was her knee? Swollen and inflamed. She's not careful, she'll tear her ACL again. Tommy sighed, waving the bartender over to pour her another drink. Careful there, dear. You are already tipsy enough as it is. Nicholas turned, sipping his drink as his companion looked her up. Forcing me to drink. You are exhausting, she said, earning a trickle from the pair. I still don't get why she's here. Arthur admitted, I don't this for becoming serious. I mean, there are athletic trainers and physical therapists in the north. Why'd she come back to France? Grumbled angrily, taking his away from his glass. Well, to be fair, she didn't have my friends there. Talia stated, which only made the blonde even more angry. I can look as if this is line. She cut you all off from her life, and you welcome her back for what? For her to leave you again? Is it for her fame, her money? Why do you care for her? Why are you friends with her? Arthur asked accusingly. Hey, we are your friends too, man. Nicholas pointed out. She had gone ignored by Arthur. Arthur, we are your friends too. We aren't taking sides. Yes, what she did was wrong, but she had her reasons. She had always been upfront with us that she'd choose to swim and dive. Now she's back, and it was my duty as a friend and physical therapist to treat my patients. And if any consolation, she suffered from this just as much as you have. With nothing accusing in Natalia's voice, nothing scolding or angry. She was just stating facts, and somehow that made Arthur angry. What did Adrienne have to be sad about? She's the one who broke up with him. Hearing that she had also suffered made him feel like punching something. Alright, we have got to go. We got that cloak, attempting to stand up and to go back onto the stool. Cliff and Natalia and Arthur looked at him expectantly. He chuckled over in a panther rain, black and curly hair. So it made a little bit under the influence, and that both Natalia and Arthur burst into a bit of laughter. Adrienne laughed quietly as she watched her friends engage in loving banter. After Adrienne's appointment, she immediately headed over to a costume cafe that Sebastian Money suggested they meet in. Adrienne was aware of the cafe because that was where she and Arthur used to meet, but she would never tell her friends that this was their cafe, a little meeting spot. Instead, she entered, ordered herself a hot chocolate, and met her friends in the back room. They sat and chatted for a while, then decided to go out to see a movie. They ended up seeing some film that Adrienne and Sebastian loved, and Maria said she hated but was actually really involved into the story. It's a classic romantic movie between a spy and the target finding out and feeling betrayed after finding out that he loved an actual spy trying to arrest him, and not the young college student she portrayed herself to, but then still finding himself in love with her. It's a simplistic yet cutesy trip that the hopeless romantic friends enjoyed. After the movie, they went out for dinner at a fancy sushi restaurant, then promptly headed to karaoke bar, more so to just sing their hearts out rather than drink. Every type of song that came on, whether they claimed it or not, they sang and danced too. Well, Sebastian and Adrienne did. Amir just watched and smiled, sometimes mumbling to the words and correcting the two with the right lyrics. It was a long day, and they were now walking back home. Remy and Sebastian headed back to their home whilst Adrienne was walking with them in the direction of her hotel. Remy, having found herself exhausted from all the social interaction, was being carried by Sebastian as they walked through the busy night streets of Paris. Are you sure you don't want us to walk you back to your apartment, Drake? Adrienne smiled, shaking her head and focusing on where her crutches were landing with every swing. Now, you go ahead. Make it back okay, she assured Sebastian. He looked worried, but in the end agreed with a sigh. Fine, but you call me when you arrive safely. You hear me? He ordered. There was no mistaking his tone. This was a serious matter, so Adrienne dropped her light smile, nodding and looking directly into Sebastian's eyes. I promise I'll call you once I get to my hotel room, she promised. Seeing him nod, pleased with her answer. Arthur groaned. He was held up in his thoughts that he mindlessly sipped his drink, staying well after Natalia and Nicholas left. It was now classified as drunk, which was really unlike him. The bartender was down as we pulled the doors of the bar open, running into something hard and falling onto the cold cement. He grunted from the impact, but quickly it came out of his pocket in some groan and pain. He looked forward and saw what, or rather who, he had ran into. Hey, are you okay? Yes. Clenching his jaw once the girl looked up. She was dressed in a black button-up, form-fitting legging and a cozy, baggy, dark green knit sweater that swallowed her up. Her long, dark auburn curls were left out, contrasting with her sweater. Her bright chocolate brown eyes shining in the beams. She wore a black Converse shoe on her right foot and a black brace on her left. On either side of her hands were crutches. Come on, Dad. Are you okay? He got up promptly, extending a hand to the girl. She looked at him, her eyes glistening with moisture. She hesitantly took a hand, but took note of how delicate with their hands were, her gentle shades. No, it's okay. Are you okay? She asked, seemingly nervous. He focused on her, trying to figure out why she was nervous when it clicked, why she seemed so familiar, so nervous of his presence. Arthur, are you okay? She asked a little more blissfully this time, clearly worried. Never thought you were one to drink. I'm not. Not to Nico just but then unable to keep himself from staring at Adrienne. Oh, do you think you can manage to get home? Do I need to call you a cab? She asked, still holding onto his arm, which she realized was to keep him bound. Hey, I should be the one to ask you that, with gestured to her ankle, and she frowned, shaking her head. Let me help you home. I assume it's the same place. Oh, Yeah. Fred pursed his lips together, nodding his head loose. Adrienne inhaled through her teeth, feeling slowly through her nose before Sybil's palm crept onto her face. She tightened her grip around his bosom, placing it around her so that he was slightly leaning into her for balance. Let's go then. I promise I don't look parched, so don't worry about me, she assured him, already starting off in the direction of Arthur's apartment, hers and Arthur's old home. The journey was longer than usual due to Adrienne in Germany, awkward from the silence. Getting up the stairs was troublesome, but Arthur helped her best he could. As they got inside, Adrienne would leave him on the couch. She covered him in the blanket and went to the kitchen, getting a glass of water and filled to give him to boil the water. Before the kitchen, she started on coffee bottles. Getting to couch and handing the items. Then that girl smiled with the clear sounds of drinking the bowl of wine. Setting the glass on the coffee table. Adrienne's hand and bites under the manners of the things. Welcome to the mention bells. Especially around this center home. Once the coffee was done, she went to the Arthur monthly for sitting at her on Aquaphobia. Sitting on the couch and looking at their fingers. She understood the side of the mountain that was into wood. She included her fingers slowly and touch. I'm going to from Martin was so they can chicken. She began stopping about that. She felt my breath by the distance. She turned, seeing such a feeling on her expression of this. No, it was good. Adrienne's eyes widened and honey. And the face and honestly, she saw them. Dream. Face the coat. Neatly. Jim watched us in the close cameras of time. But the night of the bell was expecting was slowly sound and work. Begging kindness. She got all the passion and sobbing and things that are was so fast. She wasn't here. It was not for them. But the courage to better. She would have disappeared. So, honestly, just not things. No stuff. I'll bring a bit of this. Okay. Good drama. So that means that we can include the down in the other departments. Try to come on. Until the computer is watching it and the really ready.